So what's the formula that we use to find the equation of a line? You guys know this formula for the rest of your high school math career. Y equals mx plus b. And what are the two things you need to know to find the equation of a line? Slope and y-intercept, right? And sometimes you're given the slope, sometimes you have to figure it out. With the y-intercept, you usually have to figure it out by algebra. Okay, so this last question, there's two questions here actually. Remember, we want m, and we want b, and then we can write the equation. Okay, so I know that this line goes through this point. So that's going to help me find b. And I also know that it is parallel to this line. Okay? What's the slope of this line? 2/3, right? Because isn't this the slope? And what's the slope parallel to this? Same, right? Because parallel slopes are equal. So the slope is 2/3. The y-intercept, this is not the y-intercept. This is the y-intercept of a different line, not the one that we're trying to find. We have to use this and this to find our y-intercept. So remember, we're going to use y equals mx plus b. Instead of y, what can I plug in? -1, because that's the y value of the point it goes through. What's the slope? Well, we just found it. Times the x value, which is 1 plus b. Now we just have to figure out what b is. And we use algebra. Well, the first thing I want to do is multiply these two together. What is 2/3 times 1? 2/3. Don't like the fractions, so I got to multiply everything by 3. So I get -3 equals, well, times 3, divide 3, cancel each other out. So I'm left with 2 plus 3b. Now I got to get b by itself. Well, b's on the right side, so let's move this over. So when I subtract 2 from both sides, what does the equation look like?
-1.
-1?
-5.
-5, right? Because we subtract 2, and -3 subtract 2 is -5. And then the last step is to divide both sides by 3. There's our b value. So now we take these two and write the equation of the line. Y equals slope 2/3 times x plus y-intercept b, which is -5/3. Same steps every time. Okay, part B. We're asked to find an equation of a line. So I need M and I need B. It goes through the same point as A. But this time it's perpendicular to this. What's the slope of this line? This line. What's the slope of this line? No, the slope of this line. 2/3. What's the slope of a perpendicular line? Switch and switch the sign. -3/2. And now we find B again using algebra. We still use -1 for y, but this time it's -3/2 for the slope times 1 for x plus b. And now we solve for b again. So we multiply -3/2 times 1, which is -3/2. Don't like the fractions. So I'm going to multiply everything by 2 to clear them out. So I get -2 is equal to, these two cancel out, times 2 divide 2. So I'm left with -3 plus 2b. How do I get b by itself?
Add 3 on both sides.
Add 3 to both sides, so it becomes 1 equals 2b. Divide both sides by 2, and b is equal to 1/2. Take those two things and rewrite your equation. So this time our final equation is going to look like y equals slope -3/2 times x plus b, y-intercept, 1/2. That's okay. So you've seen all the different types of questions you can be asked to find the equation of a line. You could be given the slope and some point. That's not the y-intercept. That's 1. You could be given 2 points, in which case you're going to have to calculate the slope and the y-intercept. Okay? You could be given a point and the slope of a parallel line. You could be given the point and the slope of a perpendicular line. Those are the different types of questions you can be asked when you're asked to find the equation of a line. Okay? Okay. So that was